the concept of doing zrizut, of being swift to a mitzvah, does not only apply in the beginning of a mitzvah, it applies during the performance of a mitzvah as well. He says, for example, he says a person has to be on top of his game to make sure that once you start a mitzvah, you should be quick to finish it. A lot of times the person has Yetzara not to do a mitzvah. He beats the Yetzara to start the mitzvah, and then he shows up first day, second day, and then let's say it doesn't come no more. He comes to the new series, exciting, all hype, yeah, let's do it, let's learn this new book, yeah. And then a few days in, where is he? And he's gone. He doesn't have the fire anymore. So therefore, part of not being lazy is not just to start the mitzvah. The next higher is to continue doing the mitzvah till the end, because a person has to know that the reward for the mitzvah goes by what? Lo en mitzvah nikret ela shem gomra. The mitzvah is accorded to who? Who gets the reward for the mitzvah? The one who finishes, not the one who starts. The one who finishes. We know from where? From Moshe Rabbeinu. Who took Atzmot Yosef out of Egypt? Moshe Rabbeinu. Who gets rewarded in the Torah for burying Yosef? Am Yisrael. But why? They're the ones who took him out of Egypt. They're the ones who carried him in the desert. No, but Moshe Rabbeinu didn't take them to Israel. He wasn't able to go inside Eretz Yisrael. And yet, who gets the reward for burying them? Burying Yosef? It was the Am Yisrael, because they're the ones who finished it. So you see, the one who finishes the mitzvah, he's the one who gets the reward. He's the one who gets the title that he finished the mitzvah. So that's why you have a very big Yetzarat. You can start, but the Yitzhak says, no, don't finish, it's okay, at least you win 1-2 times, chai. The person has to make sure that he finishes. He start, you finish. You start, you finish. So therefore, B'Rishit Rabbah says, on also the Gemara Sechet very scary statement, Chazal, Kol Matchil Mitzvah, Eno Gomer Otah, Kover Ishto Bana. God forbid, whoever starts a mitzvah and doesn't finish it, Hashem says, I don't understand. You didn't start the mitzvah, okay. You started, finish it. If you think it's important, so why'd you start it? Finish it, do it all the way. Therefore, a person, God forbid, he found a wife, he wanted to build a house, he wanted to, when you have kids, it's like you planted a tree. It's like you want to bring the next generation, but Chas v'Shalom, you didn't finish Hashem mitzvah. Chas v'Shalom, that generation won't finish either, won't get to the place it's supposed to get to, Chas v'Shalom. So therefore, your person has to make sure that once you start, you want to finish. A lot of times people tell me, Rabbi, I don't want to start. I'm not ready. Why? Because I know I won't be able to finish. I know I won't be able to be committed. So I'd rather say no than say yes and fall apart in the middle. So therefore, a person has to know that this has meaning to it, because a person has to make sure that once you start something, you finish it. We know that Avraham Avinu, when he went to go and do the service of the 3 angels who came to him, he didn't just say in the beginning, be swift. The whole mitzvah, the whole Chasad was running to tell his wife, hurriedly make the cake. He hurriedly went to go get the meat. He hurriedly did everything. Same thing about how we know Manoach's wife in Sefer Shoftim. She went fast and to go and tell him about how the angel came to him and told him that they're going to have a child. They had Shimshon. There was an angel there told her she's going to have a child. So you see all these situations, a person has to make sure that he finishes the mitzvah. How are you going to be able to finish a mitzvah? A lot of times you're excited in the beginning. We have in the community, a lot of times we have hype for these new initiatives. And in the end, it doesn't finish because we lose the hype halfway. And that's why you have to make sure to constantly bolster yourself, to remind yourself, why am I religious? Why am I here? Why am I doing these mitzvot? I'm remembering Olam about all this money that we have is going to be with us after 120. All this stuff that I run through every day. How much at the end of the day does it really matter? How much at the end of the day is this really important? Is this more important than the mitzvot? Should I not put effort in the mitzvot and finishing the mitzvot? Should I not go and think about what's going to be after 120? And therefore, all the things that we learn, all the things that a person motivates himself. Remember all the miracles Hashem did for you. All those things that motivate you, usually, you have to constantly remind yourself, so therefore you don't jump ship halfway. Rather, you zocheh to finish the mitzvah.